The spiritual journey, embracing your authentic self. Do you remember who you were when you were 3 to 7 years old? Do you have videos or photos of when you were a kid and you see exactly the way you were behaving and you can see the contrast between that person and the person that you became? Well, in this video, this is exactly what we are going to talk about because you came on life not with you came here on earth, not with the intention to be someone else. Because to choose to be someone else, stop being yourself and choosing to be someone else, it's actually putting too much energy to block the flow of what's natural. Have you ever been close to a river and you saw the way the water was just flowing naturally? Now, imagine what needs to be done in order for the water to go in another direction or in the opposite direction. What are all the tools and tricks that humans have to do in order to do that to the flow of the water? That's what you are doing unconsciously every single second when you still choose to not be yourself. Are you hearing me? You have to understand that the kid that you've been between 3 to 7 years old is your ultimate self. When you would speak about anything, mention everything, laugh at anything that you would feel would be joyful, but also not laugh. Can you see those photos? Can you see those videos? Can you identify again to the person that you've always been? This is what it is about. It's about coming back to that inner connection before society started telling you who you're supposed to be. No, don't do that. No, you cannot do this. No, we don't speak like that. Or we don't eat this. Or we don't dress like this. Oh, they all did that to you. But here's the thing, not to say that you have to blame them, but they couldn't have done it otherwise. They had to behave like that because it tells you everything that you need to know about the environment that they also grew up in. So why would you blame them? But now that you're here, now that you're aware, now that you're watching this video, you have the tools because this isn't the only video that you're watching, right? You have the tools to completely shift it. Among all those things that were pushed into you with the nicest energy, right? With the nicest love, still it was pushed deep inside of you and you became this person. What are the stuff that when you're still doing them now, you're like, this doesn't feel good, but I have to do it. Sometimes it's just a whisper, right? Sometimes it's just a whisper because despite everything that has been done by humans to move the water in another direction or in an opposite direction, the second the whole system is not strong, the water is going to start going in the right direction. And that's why sometimes you're going to hear whisper. That's why sometimes you're going to be fed up. You're going to be tired of behaving the way you're behaving. And you're going to go back, especially when you're alone, or especially when you're with the people that really, really, when you can feel yourself with those people. So I highly recommend you to go back in those videos, in those photos, and put a timer, 2 minutes, and look at the kid that you used to be. And try to remember how you were, the energy that you had. If you have some uncles, aunties that you have a great vibe with, make sure to call them and ask them, hey, auntie, can you tell me about who I was as a kid? Can you tell me about my energy? Oh, auntie, do you have photos? Do you have videos? This is what you want to do if you want to reconnect to who you really are. Not this fake ass, weak ass, weird ass person that you became, but somehow you end up being a happy. But you know the life that you're living right now is not serving you. I mean, why are we doing that? It is because the programming has been so deep. It has been so deep that it's not easy for everyone to fully remember who they really are. Do you think as a kid you were seen as a widow, as a shy, as a no? You were and still are life itself. You are joy itself. You are love itself. So it is gonna highly serve you to go back to that identity. To go back to that identity. And you see, this is exactly what we are learning in the community that I created. Make sure to check the link below because once a week we are meeting all together to learn significant teachings from source, that which you call God, to help us fully go back to who we really are, right? So this is about becoming who you've always been. But here's my question. Who are the people that when you spend time with them, you're always your true self? You're always your authentic self. I want you to take a piece of paper and to write down their names. Those 3 to 5, 7 people that when you are with them, it's like, like the whole planet could be at war or whatever, you know for sure you would have a good time with them, an amazing, deep, profound conversation. You know, some of people when you're like, damn, I'm going through a tough situation, but I know I can call this one. Usually we don't have that many. Usually, unless you are very, very special and you have a lot of people like that, usually we don't have that many. Who are they? Write their name on a piece of paper. And go even further. What are the topics that you love to talk with those, to discuss with those people? This is going to give you an insight about who you really are, and by allowing yourself to have more of those conversations, to read books about those topics, you're going to go back to that identity that you put so much energy to push on the side. We didn't come here to be anything else but ourselves. So it doesn't make sense to continue that route. I also want you to do this. Once you have those names, I want you to call those people. Because those people are the one that you can be emotional with them, right? So they know you from an emotional point of view. So I want you to ask them to give you 3 adjectives that describe your emotional side. I want you to do that. Call those people and just say, hey, I am doing an exercise, and the reason why I'm calling you is because since we are close, I want you to give me 3 positive adjectives that describe me on my emotional aspect. What you're going to do is that you're going to write all those adjectives on a piece of paper, and then you're going to see. You're going to see what your environment, what your close environment thinks about you. But before you call them, make sure that you write yourself 10 positive adjectives, right? You write the 10. Those people are going to give you all, each person is going to give you 3. Some will highly resonate, some won't. Some will sound amazing, but you will not immediately identify with that. But you're going to see that a lot of people think that about you. When I did the exercise, I was blown away. I was blown away. And then it gave me that reassurance that, oh, this is who I am. How come I am living in this body and I am missing that point about me, but so many people see that? A friend told me one day, you are loyal. I was like, damn, it's true I am. I am really loyal. It took me time to be that, right? But he was talking especially from a friendship point of view. But he said, you are really loyal. I was like, wow, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And then I started thinking about, some difficult friendship that I had in the past where it was really difficult because I would see that the friend in front of me wasn't respecting me, wasn't, he was giving his words, but then not behaving accordingly. I promise you that this exercise is going to help you so much, just to gain some confidence back, right? Because I can understand if sometimes all those scriptures from source can be a bit, not everyone grasp them at first reading. You see what I mean? But if you are in a situation where what you need is to, gain back that energy, gain back that confidence, do this exercise. And I swear, it's gonna highly serve you. And again, make sure to check the link in the description to join the community, because once a week we are gathering together and learning how to fully be our authentic self and also how to embody all the scriptures from source. Okay, so do not forget that. And another thing, if you're a go-getter, if you are someone who does already a lot, if you're not afraid and you can be out there, you can go out there and share your voice, create a YouTube channel. Create a YouTube channel. The difference between Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all those platforms, and YouTube is that YouTube is the boss. YouTube is the boss. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they always suggest you people that you already know, people that you have in your contact, people that you've spoken to before and stuff like that, because they want the connection to happen fast. YouTube doesn't care. YouTube only rewards the people that come and show up every day or every week all the time. YouTube rewards consistency, and YouTube is going to propose your videos to people that are already watching the same type of topic that you are proposing. Isn't it amazing? It means when you're on YouTube, you don't need to care about your mom. You don't need to care about your auntie, about your sister, about your neighbor. You don't need to care about them. YouTube is only going to show you to people that are already watching what you're talking about. That's the step that I want you to take. That's the step that I want you to take. And listen, you can also join the wait list of my 3 days YouTube live bootcamp, because I am teaching to people just like you who are already go-getter, who already know that they can be out there but don't know where to start. In 3 days, I'm going to share with you a full process that allows you to step out on camera as your authentic self, create content with a very specific process, and make sure that all those videos you can repurpose them and also spread them in other platforms. So check the link in the description, and I will see you in the next video.